Good morning, my friends. Happy Wednesday. I hope some people will come hang out with me while I paint today. I'm going to paint a chicken that is molting, and I just love all the little tufts of feathers. Hi, Madeline. How are you? Good morning, Bonnie. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Nancy. Good morning, Mary. How's everyone doing? Hi, Laura. I hope everybody's doing well. Hi, Rosemary. Hi, Allie. You know, I feel like I haven't done this in forever, but I didn't do it. Did I not do it last week? No, I didn't. I had a video shoot that I had to do for one of my clients. Hi, Sherry. Good morning, Martha. So I have to get back in the groove. I did a thing yesterday on Carve Out Time for Art. I did a, I took over their Instagram page and posted and kind of did behind the scenes. I don't know if everybody saw it. It was fun. I didn't get a lot of engagement, but I think Instagram's just been wonky lately. I don't think it had anything to do with anything else. Morning, Michael. Morning, Sarah. Okay, so I'm gonna paint this chicken. I actually did a little one. I had a little bit extra time this morning. I was all ready to go. Of course, then when it was time to go live, I wasn't ready, but I always do that just to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. So I'll show you my tiny one. I think I'm going to go completely different. I kind of kept the cool background of it in this one, but I think I'm going to do more maybe polka dots or kind of make it a little more fun. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So this is a chicken from a farm in Mannheim, which is right near me. And let me see if I can... I know. Look at her. She's so cute. And she's molting. So now wait, let me see if I can find it on Instagram. Because she had... I don't even know what that means. Why is it so little? I have no idea. That doesn't matter. I want to show you what this chicken... Speed typing. I don't want to do that. I just want to type it in. Whoops. No, wait. I went too fast. I do that all the time. Oh, Kim, I did it again. Now I have to wait because it moves down here. So this, where is it? Oh, right here. So this is the chicken molting. Oh, let me pull it up so you can see it better. Right? You see that? Now this is, and that's what I'm going to paint. Like so cute, right? This is what that chicken looks like normally. Isn't that crazy? I think that is just absolutely wild. I need to get to know some chickens. So I love her hair. I love her look. And I love these like chunky feathers that are like coming off. It's just too much fun. When I was painting it earlier, I realized there's some wonky things about this image because they must have taken, well, obviously they took it in portrait, or is that what's called portrait mode? So part of the side here looks like it's blending in, but there's really feathers over here. Like there's some things that are mushy, but when you really look at something, you notice things. And if you don't look at it closely, you know what I mean. Okay, so where do I start here? I feel a little off today, but I will catch up with myself. All right, I need to get my big chunky brush and do my undercoat. So this morning when I was thinking about it, I didn't know if I wanted to do my traditional, where I do the transparent colors underneath, or if I wanted to do a wash of like a brown and kind of keep it brown looking. And that's what I ended up doing when I was playing around with it. But I think that led me in the direction of being a little bit more fun, just because her look is so fun that that's definitely what I want to do. So what's new with everybody? Yeah, I missed doing this last week. I had a video shoot that all went really well. It was for a client that does continuing education, and we interviewed graduates. Turning in from Wizard Lake, Alabama. Wizard Lake, that's so tuning in from. That sounds like a fun place. Wizard Lake, Alabama. Names like that. Whimsical names. Yeah, Sherry, she is. I could see one of your really cool sculptures of someone like this gal. So Sherry Bear is a friend of mine, and she was the booth next to me at when I did my show in. Gosh, my brain is not working at all this morning. I really shouldn't be talking. In Kennett Square, and I bought one of her really cool sculptures. You'll have to go look at them here on Instagram. It's Sherry Bear Ceramics, right? Is that right? I think so. I love them. They're whimsical, and I got a bird with the little beak peeking up, and I love it. Now this is where this goes over about halfway. Kind of get my shapes. Puppy sitting for sisters. Cute cockapoo. Oh, that's fun, puppy sitting. And Ellen, you're in Florida, right? You're moving in, did you settle in your house yesterday? Is that right? Get all my things a little confused. So this is up a little higher. Oh, and Allie, we need to pick a date to do our road trip. I was thinking about that in the middle of the night last night too. So let's just pick a date and coordinate it, and we'll let everybody know for whoever wants to come meet us at Basari. And so this is halfway, right about, this eye is like right in the middle there. I always like to kind of get the position of the eyes before I get too far in. Signed 1 million pieces of paper and got the keys. That is so exciting. Congratulations. My gosh, I haven't bought a new house in 30 years. That's really neat. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. I have to do a workshop in Florida now. Oh, and speaking of that, I think I have 4 more spots left in my France trip. If anybody else wants to come, don't wait too long to sign up. I've got to get my airfare and start working on all that now. And working on what we're going to learn. Home for 30 years. It'll be home for 30 years. That's wonderful. So the side of her nose here is dark, a little bit dark. Right here. That's the eye. And this. Might be getting too dark there. I think I'm going to put greens and blues in my background. I always love that color. Maybe I'll do polka dots. I just want to keep it whimsical. So I made the non-whimsical one, and I thought it needed whimsy. Although I do love that soft background's really pretty. I've got to get to this Hopeland farm in Lidditz to get eggs and meet the chickens, because it's really not that far away from where I live. Kind of the next town. So happy for you. Yes, that is wonderful, Ellen. Oh, and anybody who's in my Inspiring Art group today, I'll do a demo painting blues. I had everyone vote on which image I should paint, and as usual, whenever I ask people's opinions, it was almost a 50-50 split. Isn't that crazy? So I figured I'd decide today when I'm diving in. I do love the look of when people photograph in portrait mode, and I use it all the time. Like my daughters don't like it at all. They don't like portrait mode. Like whenever I'm taking their pictures, they want me to turn that off. But I love the look of it. Not sure why. Maybe that's a dated idea, but I do not like that. Like if I need it for reference, I love that it brings this crisp and softens the background, but it does, like you see in here, there's something wonky happening right in the middle there that's kind of pink looking, and that's not really, I might even just put it here, put a little pink in there. I want to add some whimsy colors too. But yeah, it makes the reference image a little wonky sometimes. Well, that looks pretty messy, doesn't it? That is a messy start. I think that's enough paint. I don't want to get it too wet. And then I'm going to use my pigment sticks. Yeah, so since I didn't do this, I feel like this kind of marks my week or my Wednesdays when I go live and everything. And last week I didn't know what day of the week it was the whole time. I just felt very off. I don't know if it's because of not doing this or just because I was out and about more than I usually am. Could have been a little bit of both. Pink. Pink. I'm not crazy about that rose. It's some kind of a rose color. This. I don't know. It's a little thick. I don't know if certain colors are wonkier than others with the pigment sticks, or if it's that particular one that I bought is wonky. Really dark looking. That's crazy looking. There's that color, Allie. Your color, that pink. I agree. I bought a warm white in the pigment sticks, and it's way thicker than the others, almost chalky. Some crossed over. Yes, I agree. Yeah, and it's a little hard to kind of gauge. And then I don't like that color because of how it feels, but I never know if I should buy another one to see if it was the stick or the color causing the issue. And I've kind of ended up that I use the same colors all the time, which is good. It keeps my paintings feeling a little more cohesive with one another, I think. But a little bit of green up there. See if that shows up. I did the gold. Did I miss anything? I missed that light blue. Where is that? One that's like it's getting kind of dark looking, isn't it? I think that's good. I don't want to overwork it. That's a perfectly messy beginning, messy middle. All right, so we need colors, reds, grays, grayish browns, taupish colors, and the background. I think I'm gonna like it. Looks like a llama. Okay, let me bend you down here. Do you have the glittery gold stick? Might be fun. I do have a little bit in there, Caroline. Let me just try and put a little bit more. I do love the gold. Yeah, I feel like I almost have too much paint on here. Might be wonky to deal with. That's okay. We'll figure it out. All right. Here I have my noisy switched out for my noisy phone holder because I like how I can bend it the most. Okay, let me have a sip of my coffee. What's everybody having, coffee or tea this morning? I decided I wanted to try to drink tea instead of coffee, but it didn't happen. I'm still drinking coffee. It always sounds like a good idea the night before, and then when the morning comes, I want coffee. Pull out a little red. We love the old greenie. Thanks, Sally. Susie's having coffee. Susie, did you buy a house in Colorado yet? Okay, so the red that's in her crazy hair. So what should we name this girl? Guess we'll decide as we go. I think that needs to be a little more pink and a little bit gray. Just put a touch of gray in there and see how it looks. Ooh, that really made it gray. It's a pretty color though. Shelley says, I love chickens. I used to have laying hens for years. They were great helpers in the garden. That's so cool. We're not allowed to have them in my town. I guess they'd make too much noise. We'll wake everybody up. Would be fun, although I hear you have to be super protective of them because like hawks and stuff get them. That looks about that color of the tufts. All right, and then I need like grays and browns. Do a little bit of black. Blue in there. Warmer. Let me put a little brown in there. Orange cinnamon tea after a cup of hazelnut coffee. Yum. Hazelnut coffee. Oh, you said that already. Anybody else say what they were having? But chickens. I'm looking back to see if I missed anything. Oh, somebody said I love the colors. Thanks. Me too. All right, now I need to lighten that. Maybe I'll put this in here. That needs to be a little bit more brown. Let's put this in. I do love mixing up colors like this and seeing what happens. Like just being spontaneous with my choices. That's really nice. I need to lighten that now. Like I always say, as long as you're like the colors you mix look nice on your palette, they're usually going to look great in your painting. That works. Like if you're trying to paint something and not have it be true to the colors of what your image is. I'm going to take a little more blue into this. Oh, that's a fun color, isn't it? All right, those are good browns. I have reds. Do the black eyes. And what colors for the background? It's kind of hard to think about it because it's so red, but I think I'm going to do more greens. But I really want that that little tuft to pop, so I'm going to gray that down a little bit. I think I need more. Whoops, I got red in there, but that's okay. That neutralized it. really nicely. Lighter. I don't know, I like that. It's a very simple palette. Let me do a little bit more yellow into this, a little bit of Indian yellow. Yeah, that's a nice addition too with the Indian yellow. Oh, I like that. Okay, the palette looks good. I think I'm happy with that. It's amazing how little bit of paint you need to do like a 6x8 painting, and how much paint you need to do a large painting. And I'm gonna dive into a big one soon, hopefully this week or next. I have a big commission to do that I ordered panels for, which is really fun. Move that up a little bit. Okay, everybody can see all right? I need a sip of my coffee. All right, that is certainly a messy middle. And since I played with painting this earlier, I know that it's a little challenging, but that's all right. Challenging is good. You guys won't judge me if it doesn't turn out right. No such thing. Bonnie says, how do you decide what colors to use as your underpainting? I just loosely use the colors that I see and then just have fun adding little bits of extra in there, hoping that it shows through. And then in this background, like I'd done one that was more of a true background color, the browns, and I liked it, but I wanted to play with it, push it a little bit more, so I just made that whole background crazy. Admiration. Thank you, Ellen. Not sure here. Maybe I should do the eyes before I get too far in. Yeah, sometimes doing this, like, you have to get rid of your judgment of yourself too, right in the beginning, so you don't do self-fulfilling prophecy of it not working. Let me work on the eyes a little bit. That's crazy looking. Hi, Maria. I feel like my eyes are a little too big, although they do look a little more spontaneous and inquisitive when their eyes are a little bit bigger than real life, I think. I think that distance might be a little much. Sorry, I'm holding my breath. I always hold my breath at the little spots that are so precious, like the eyes. That looks too, does it look too big? Maybe a little bit. It's probably a little better. It's so funny, like that eye already makes it look a little bit grouchy. I don't want her to look grouchy. All right, I need to stop fussing with it if I'm feeling a little bit off about it. I don't want to... Goes like that. Okay, I'm going to play with the background a little bit. 7:30 in Minnesota. Oh, that's when I'm usually painting. I actually, most mornings I'm kind of finishing up my painting by 8 o'clock. Just going to try and put some, this will define it a little bit more. I think I feel like I have too much. I don't know where I'm headed, so. This might help me see. I love when I can get very loose brush strokes in my background, rather than having it get too tight. I did a chicken, I think it was last week, or maybe it was this week, and I loved how the background, the looseness of the brush strokes landed. Made me very happy with the painting, and it was like, I love the background. That's not usually something I worry about too much. What time do I start my day? Like 5:30 or 6 usually. I just can't sleep longer than that. Maybe I need a little purple in here. What do you think? We'll see as I go. I can always add a little bit in. That's helping a little bit, isn't it? Oh, I'm using, this is I love this brush. It's Rosemary and Company Eclipse Short Flat number 12. It's about, I guess, about an inch wide. I don't know if her hair looks fun. I love thinking that it's not her hair, but I love to think that it is. Having a bad hair day. Me too. Whoops, I got that on my iPad. An artist can't keep an iPad tidy. At least I can't. Maybe some can, but it's not a goal. Must go to bed with the chickens then. Yeah. Well, usually 10 o'clock. Yeah, the whole sleeping thing is a little elusive for me. Background look whimsical enough. I can always adjust it. Maybe I need to go back now into the bird. Martha says, are you going to do another oil class with new subjects? How about birds? Yes, I have to figure out how to do that, Martha. My friend who filmed, I'm going to get a smaller brush. My friend who filmed it for me lived near me, and now he's out in California, and he's willing to do it for me, but I've got to like take all my art supplies out there and It sounds a little overwhelming, but yes, that is one of my goals, to make a new one. And I love making it. I loved filming it. I loved all of it, but I hated the launching part of it, like selling it. I'm not a salesperson, and you have to make it worth all the time and expense of making it. You have to sell enough of them, but that shouldn't deter me from doing it, right? That business side of it all's sometimes not very fun. Although some people are great at it. Oh, there's a little dark. All those colors are really fun, aren't they? It has a little... keep it spontaneous. A little dark in there. And underneath this little waddle thing. Gosh, what do you think? Hello to Buenos Aires. Oh, Becky, I'm using the Trekell Spectrum 3000 Bright. It's a number 20 size, and that's probably about half. Whoops. Half the size. It's a little wonky of this one, maybe. Maybe not, maybe 3/4. I guess it's about 3/4 the size. Yes, where is everybody tuning in from? Yeah, I'm going to try and not use a smaller brush. Can't say that it won't happen, but Wisconsin. Nancy's in Wisconsin. Alabama, Ontario, Canada. Ohio. Yeah, I think I'm going to do another in-person workshop too in Kennett Square. I've got to set that up. I think I'm going to do it either in... I didn't want to do it in the winter because I worry about the weather, but I might just to get rid of the winter doldrums. And if it's bad weather, we'll just switch it to the next week, I think. I was thinking about that in the middle of the night. Complicated. This is complicated, and it's hard not to let it be complicated. Like I don't want it to be. So, and even when I did the little one, I think I'm in my head a little bit too much, looking at it too complicated, but I still have plenty of time. Gloucester, is that how you say it, Sherry? We're here for the month following our son's soccer team. Oh, isn't that exciting? Wow. How old is your son? Is it professional soccer or school soccer? I don't know. The hair's looking a little crazy. All right, I'm getting too precious. Let's just stop that right now. And not be so precious. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm unpreciousing this because I was getting lost in it. Might even add those little whiffs, tufts. Nope, that's a little too much. What's the mean? Oh, it's oil. just not rounded enough. I helped a little bit. Okay. All right, I need to move in here to more stuff because I'm getting precious and I don't want to. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Nancy said she looks prettier in your painting. Maybe that's my problem. I don't want her to be too pretty. Unpreciousing. We'll be keeping in mind. Yes, unpreciousing. Is that what I said? I do make up my own words a lot. That is definitely a term that we need for art. Unpreciousing. And I do think, well, no. I was going to get a smaller brush. I just want to in the worst way, but I'm not going to do it. Only absolutely necessary at the end. Unpreciousing. A little red over here. So that side of her face is really in the dark. I saw Holbein now makes a transparent pearl red. Wow, that's fun. And that's the red that I am using, is that pearl red. I'll have to look that up. Oops. Oh, I'm kind of missing the eye in there, aren't I? My sister's puppy's sitting. Get a little bit of black in that eye. I lost my little tiny brush. Oh, here it is. This is my first time seeing someone live. It's so to see. It's so beautiful. Oh, thank you. It is a little bit of a crazy process to watch. It's like, I feel like one of the biggest things you have to do as an artist is stay confident through the messy middle of a painting. And not get too precious with things, and I need that eye to stand out a little more. Yeah, noses are hard. I always think that it'd be fun to do a lesson where we just would paint noses, paint eyes, all the things that sometimes I get lost in, that I get afraid of. And just do it over and over and over again until you really see it. I guess that's really what I'm saying, because you think you see something until you try to paint it, and then you realize there's so much more to look at. He almost looks like he has purple up in there. All right, it's getting there. I'm feeling better about it. A little bit better. And you're seeing me work through all the messiness of it. Maybe I need a little. And now I can go down there and work on this bottom part, which in my tiny painting I was missing that, and I love all that kind of those feathery bits. Good morning, Izzy. When's your first class? It's definitely better. It was terrible there for a little while, wasn't it? That's what I like about your class, is the length of time you give to complete so that one can do the lesson over and over. Yes. Yes. And that's the thing, is practice. It's all about practice. I mean, and who gets to practice something that is so much fun? I also think it's a good idea, if you can, to paint the same thing over and over and over again. I do that all the time. And I love it, and they all turn out differently. What do I want here? I'm going to go for a larger brush here. I don't have enough lightest light here. I might need more. Okay. Let those fun colors. Like, I love that green popping through there and her face. I don't know why I keep saying his. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I think it's a girl. What should we name her? I'm sure she has a real name, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not the least bit sure what her name is. Jilly. That's a fun name, Bonnie. Wilma. Is that what I just called the other one? Edna. I know a wonderful Edna. My best friend from high school's stepmother is named Edna. Edna Ackman. Okay. Need more of my lightest lights. Without overworking it. Fiona. Oh, that's a fun name too. Fran. I know, wonderful Fran. One of my college roommates is named Franny. Lucy. I do love that name too. Prissy. I always want to write these all down, because as I'm painting birds, I'm always needing more names. And they're all such good names. A little darker brown here. All right, so what am I missing? Do I have bits of do I need lighter lights, darker darks, brighter colors? Is there too much color showing through? Hester, Lulu, Trudy. I love them all. Is there a binder you're using with the oil paints? I don't see colors getting muddy. Well, I am cleaning my brush off with my paper towel, and I only used, I've been using liquid in my base coat. but nothing after that. And I used just a tiny little bit of it. So I'm really pretty much using just paint out of the tube. I think I need more lights like in here. See, that's because of the, what's it called? Soft focus. That's why that looks wonky there. I want to do enough that it looks like feathers, but not so much that it takes too much of your attention away. I do like the colors. What do you think? Am I missing anything else? I think maybe I need a little more definition. Yes, cleaning your brush after every stroke and keeping, even when you're like mixing colors, when you're going to dip into a new color, you need to clean your brush so that your colors stay clean. A real character. She definitely looks like one of your characters, Sherry. I'll have to share the Sherry's piece that I bought at the show. I'll try to remember to put my story today, do a photo of it. She needs a little brightness right under her little nose there. Is the eye okay? I think I need a little more black up in there. No, she might be finished. What do you think? Do I have any whites of my board showing through? I like the softness of the feathers. I could just do a couple more. Just needed a little bit more something there. Okay, I think I'm done. I don't think that finished. Done is the incorrect word, isn't it? I think I'm finished because it's not improving. So I'm going to sign it. All right, and then I'll show it to you up close. It does look sexy. I have to look back at these names. I don't know that shows up. I'm going to forget. Or should we just call her Edna? I think that's good. And then there's my very simple palette with the red and green. She could be a Christmas chicken. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I need to make a few things. I have to make things for a gallery, and they want some Christmassy things. And like I should have been doing that in July. I posted, do I have paint on my nose? I think I do. Always. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I will save this over on my website and also on my YouTube channel. And be sure to, if you don't see my posts and stuff on Instagram, be sure to like them and comment on them so that you keep getting my stuff in your feed. Crazy algorithm to stay ahead of. Oh, Anita, thank you. Anita wrote down all the names and she'll send them to me. That's wonderful. So we will do this again next week. We'll be past Halloween next week. Yeah, and heading into the Christmas season. So, and what else was I going to tell you? Oh, you know the cute, I don't have it on right now. My black apron that I promoted before, they gave me a thing. There's a sale on them again. So I put it in the link in my bio if anybody's looking. Super inexpensive and an adorable apron. But anyway, so thanks for coming, guys. And we'll do it again next week. And it was fun. See you soon.